Okay, so I recently finished reading Watchmen, and well, now I got to think about it because that's just how these things work. You finish it and then you think about it, and well, I got a YouTube channel and I don't know what to do with it anymore because, well, whatever. This is what I do with it. It's always been for thoughts and feelings. Anyways, so initially, it's kind of cool that like I know where the blue guy comes from because my source says I made it the fuck up, and then he hits the pose. That's Watchmen. He's called Doctor Manhattan. If you didn't know, what I did not know, was that he's a pedophile. But you know, anyways, it's really interesting. And the character people there's like the most debated character is Rorschach, which is funny because Rorschach test, everyone's supposed to have different interpretations of him. Even though the author, well, or the writer, I don't. It means the same thing. Why do I care? Even though his name is Alan Moore, he's British and he has like long hair and he's like a wizard or something apparently, which of course he is. So anyways, the thing with Rorschach is people aren't sure what. Well, a lot of people consider him a hero and some people consider him a shithead because none of the characters are good people. Like, I wouldn't call anyone in the story a good person. And I think, and that's intentional. But that doesn't make it, the bad people, but they're written interestingly. The story is interesting, so I'm there for it. And with Rorschach, why people like him, I feel I can't really explain it without spoiling the ending. And it's something I really think you should read and experience it for yourself because I liked it. I really did like it, but so I guess that's your chance to click off. Okay, so the end of the story, big trucks passing. Fucking plane too, of course. Yes, my braids are fuzzy. Don't worry about that. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh my god, this is making my forehead look huge. I just like looking at myself. I'm sorry. I'm really particular about the way that I look, which is funny because that ties into the big bad Ozymandias or whatever. But yeah, he blows up. Well, he makes it look like that an alien blew up New York, well, Manhattan, not Dr. Manhattan, but Manhattan, like the little island, and that achieves world peace because the story is set in the middle of the Cold War, and the idea, if you watched Attack on Titan and I guess Tokyo Ghoul, is that it creates an otherworldly other for everyone to rally against, and he achieves world peace, and that's the end. But it's built on a lie. Obviously, aliens aren't real. So Rorschach, I just gotta say this. You can't be mad that Rorschach is like really popular and really like people like him because he just looks cool. All the characters look dorky as hell except for Rorschach. Even though they mention that he's wearing like I don't know, platforms. Is that what you say? He in his shoes to make himself look taller. And he's a stinky weirdo. He doesn't talk normal. But damn it, he looks cool. The gimmick where his mask always looks different. That's just cool, man. Anyways, so Rorschach, he is like Batman. He has that traditional hero mindset of never compromising. He's dug in. He won't change. And I think that's people really resonate with him because the world of Watchmen is, similar to our own, very similar to our own. It's shitty, it's bad. Like he does, I think, kill a rapist. So he's a bad guy. Okay, he's a bad guy. I know. I said he killed a rapist, but the point is that he makes an okay point. Killing millions to save billions. That's like a whole. It's morally gray, or whatever. But him trying to undo that, yeah, that you could see because it appeals to the humanity, but and that's it. It appeals to the emotional side that recoils when you say, "Whoa, sacrifice." That's a little bad, but it had to be done. From what the story tells us, it was either that or everyone fucking dies in a nuclear, whatever. I don't like holding the fucking phone right now. I just don't got it in me. I'm tired. Anyways, it appeals to that, that he has strong convictions and stuff, and that makes him really inspiring. But I think the confusion with Rorschach is that he's not a good person. He is racist. He's not a good guy. Rorschach is racist. He is a Nazi. You would call him that. He's not he's just not a good guy. Rorschach is not a good. So as I was saying, the thing with Rorschach is that he's not a good. Well, he makes a really strong point, and I think that people, we really like characters with strong convictions. That Spider-Man, he always gets a backup in that fucking what's his face, that Jesus guy. He never got violent. Well, he wasn't violent against his oppressors, and that is something we should all learn and love. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Rorschach. So I know I've been making him sound good. I said he killed a rapist, and that's nice, but and he's probably killed many rapists. But the problem with Rorschach is that he is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He is racist. He has a lot of weird issues surrounding women, a lot of weird feelings, a lot of weird, concerning thoughts surrounding women, and because he is. Rorschach, and when I do watch I watch the videos about it because there's a movie which fucking sucks because the story ends with a guy getting thrown out of a window, and that's it. You don't see the fight because they mentioned there was a fight, but he gets thrown out the window, and it's I don't know, a cold open, is that how you use it? But the movie has like a 2-3 minute long fight scene with like cartoony swooshes and slashes and knives. They throw knives at each other. They throw a fucking coffee mug. There's slow-mo. There's all this epic shit, and that is not Watchmen. It's not really about beating people the fuck up. Like the violence is brief, and I think the one extended scene of a fight was when two people got ambushed by like a gang, and it's not a cool the guys all circle around you and come at you one at a time. No, it's a weird little shamble, and they make it out alive because they used to be superheroes. And in this universe of superheroes where they don't have superpowers, only one person does. Dr. Manhattan. He's the blue guy, from the I made it the fuck up image, and when he just explodes a guy. He's also a pedophile, so I'm not comfortable looking at him anymore. And anyways, so one of these heroes that again does not have powers, but he does have sort of a magic mask because, well, it's just a gimmick, an artistic gimmick that. His name is Rorschach, and because it's the idea of the test that you're supposed to interpret something from, you're supposed to get meaning from something abstract. That his mask always changes because it's just cool. It's cool, okay? That's why he's like the most popular fucking character. He looks cool. And the writer, he's not super happy about that, but like you shouldn't have made him the coolest fucking character in your book. Anyways, again, with him being cool and why people like him and think he's a hero, because that's what the video is about, whether or not Rorschach is a good guy. Is he a hero? If I had to rate him, I'd say he's like a 3 out of 10. Okay, so Rorschach is he's like Batman, but he kills people, and that's pretty much just it. Like, he just fucking kills people. Like, if he sees a rapist, he'll kill a rapist. He'll let the woman go. But the idea is that, like, he's the worst person you know. He smells weird. He talks weird. And they give him a backstory, and they justify why he is the way he is. But, like, the shit he pulls is still not, like, it's not good. It's not like none of the characters in the story are good. That's the point. That's what makes it cool, complex. But Rorschach, I wouldn't call Rorschach a good guy. Yes, killing a rapist is good. Preventing a mugging or whatever, that's fine. That's fine. He does when he does those things, that's fine. But when you find out about his personal views and that he is like just actually a Nazi, but not like he's so reserved and fucking it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out, but he is. There's like a super racist newspaper in the story. It's in the 80s, but that doesn't prevent racist news publications from existing in our real world. Hashtag Gaza war, hashtag totally a war, hashtag do you condemn Hamas, hashtag I'm not doing this fucking bit anymore. Let's retreat into our fantasy that anyways, back to Watchmen. The hell was I saying? Rorschach, yes. So when he does those things, it's fine, but I think to compare him to like Batman or whatever, or hell, even Spider-Man, my guy, red, I'm wearing red, see? Where they are actually, you could believe that they're heroes, is that they leave behind a legacy. Rorschach is a creepy weirdo who has like one friend, and that's pretty, he's a creepy, smelly weirdo. He has one friend, and when he dies, he spoiler alert, he literally gets fucking incinerated. And that's, well, more of like vaporized, but oh my god, I'm so cold right now. Anyways, when that happens to him, no one really comments on it, and I think that's funny because he's not someone who built like connections, so it doesn't mean anything. Spider-Man, he's a public hero, like I imagine, but my Spider-Man, he doesn't like prowl around listening to the fucking police scanner. He doesn't do that. I think my Spider-Man, in the current day, he just like, he helps around, he like hangs around, he like goes to parks and shit and waves at kids and plays games with them because he's just a cool guy, People love Spider-Man, kids have toys of him. And Batman, he's got the series of Robins and a Batgirl or two. I don't know how many there are because I don't really give a shit about Batman, but point is that, and I think maybe sometimes Batman becomes, a symbol of hope. That's a superhero thing, the symbol of hope. Rorschach doesn't do that. So, basically what I'm saying is that I think that the idea of vigilante justice, the idea that of people, taking things into their own hands is fine. However, when those people are evil, therein lies the problem. Because, okay, now that person is getting killed because they're gay. Now this person is being killed because now this woman is going to get stoned because she has something against like pedophilia or something. I don't know. I think I saw something about what is that place called? Somalia. They walked back some child marriage laws. You know. So anyways, yeah. So did Rorschach ever impact anything? No. He's not a hero because I think he saved a few lives, but realistically, they all probably died because in like the little bomb. So he doesn't. That's the problem with Rorschach. He doesn't have friends. He's not a human. He's not a normal fucking guy. And I know, you know, advocating for normalcy is I mean, it's normal as in has friends. He doesn't have any friends. That's why he's a fucking weirdo. He's also like, you know, a fascist and that shit. And he would advocate for like a kind of evil, cruel world. And because that is who he is. He is violent. He needs an excuse to hurt people. He wanted to die. That is something like the author said. And like the shit he does, like he's not someone who like really cares about protecting people. After you beat up, like, after you save someone from, like, a rapist, does he, like, have a conversation with them? No, because Rorschach has a lot of complicated feelings about women, and, well, of course not. So it's like, yeah, he helps, but not really. He's not, like, he helped for a while, maybe, but, like, the shit he supported, no, he's not a good guy. And I think that, you know, undoing, and I think that why people support him, why people think he's a good guy, is because he did do those individual nice little things. And at the end of the story, where this moral gray thing is raised, he continues to stick to his black and white morals. And they say that that's a bad thing because, you know, moral, you know, it's a gray area, moral grayness or whatever. And yeah, he just doesn't have that. He is. I keep saying it. He's a fucking weirdo. All right, that's why he gets like put down like a sick dog, which was honestly what he wanted. Because I said before, he wants to die. So the thing with do I consider him a hero? Well, no. I keep saying no. He's not a hero. He doesn't really inspire hope or really make any big change. That's, you know, Vates. He's not a good guy. Well, he's not a great guy because he, like, you know, he did kill millions of people. But if his plan works, and if I choose to believe that his plan works, then he'll make the world a more peaceful place. Sure. And you know what? I do believe in Vate because he says something about do I pursue the woman who stole from a store to feed her children, or do I pursue those who quite legally made her poor? And I think, you know what? He's just woke enough for me to believe in him. So yeah, I guess that's like kind of my thoughts on Watchmen. It's a good book. I hope you read it, even though I spoiled it. So I guess you know, if you're my friend, if you're one of my, you know, IRL friends watching this, read it, please. It'll be fun to talk about it.